This car is so bulletproof, people have put over 1,000,000 miles on it without replacing the engine. And yes, it still runs like day one. We're talking about vehicles so dependable, you could drive them through a zombie apocalypse and still make it to work on Monday. And today, we're going through 10 cars so reliable, they basically refuse to die. Let's start with one that's earned a cult following for a reason, the Toyota Corolla. If reliability were a religion, the Corolla would be its high priest. This car has been on the road since the 1960s, and its reputation hasn't just survived, it's gotten stronger every year. You'll see Corollas from the 90s still running perfectly with over 300,000 miles on them, and that's without crazy repairs. The secret? A simple, tried and tested engine design that Toyota never overcomplicated. And because there's nothing unnecessary to break, they just keep going. Parts are cheap, maintenance is easy, and every mechanic on Earth knows how to fix one. And trust me, if you think the Corolla is impressive, wait until you see the beast coming up later on this list that people literally use in war zones. But before I reveal the next car, make sure you subscribe. Now, here's where Honda shines. The Honda Civic. You knew this one was coming. The Civic is basically Toyota Corolla's best friend in the Forever Car Club. They're cheap to own. But here's the magic. Civics are built with such tight engineering tolerances that even after decades of daily abuse, they don't give up. Whether you're buying a 2001 with peeling paint or a brand new one, the mechanical heart of the car is just rock solid. That's why you'll see Civics as first cars for teenagers, then passed down to siblings, then to cousins, and somehow, they're still running after all that chaos. But if you think this is impressive, just wait until we get to the SUV that's been known to survive the harshest deserts on Earth, the Toyota Camry. Think of the Camry as the Corolla's bigger, more comfortable older brother. It has the same bulletproof reliability, but with extra space, comfort, and a little more power under the hood. These things are everywhere for a reason. Families buy them and then keep them for 15 to 20 years without major problems. The V6 versions are especially legendary. And here's the crazy part. Some taxi drivers around the world have clocked 500,000 miles on these without a single engine rebuild. Speaking of taxis, the next car on this list is a favorite of cab drivers in some of the busiest cities on Earth because it can handle non-stop punishment. The Honda Accord. This is the car that just quietly works. Year after year, you can put insane miles on an Accord, and the only time it'll complain is if you completely neglect it. The suspension soaks up bad roads, the engines just keep purring, and the transmissions are smoother than most luxury cars. And because Honda doesn't overcomplicate the tech, there's less to fail over time. But what makes the Accord truly special is its ability to feel fresh, even after years of use. It still drives beautifully. Now, if you think family sedans are reliable, wait until you see the pickup truck coming up later that's basically unkillable, the Toyota Hilux. Here it is, the Warzone Warrior. The Toyota Hilux is so tough, it's been tested by Top Gear in ways that should have killed any vehicle. They drowned it in the ocean. They set it on fire. They dropped it from a building. And guess what? It still ran. That's why you see Hilux trucks being used in the most remote, dangerous, and extreme parts of the world. It's not flashy. It's not luxury. It's pure, indestructible engineering. You could leave a Hilux parked in the middle of nowhere for months, come back, and it would probably start right up. Farmers, soldiers, and explorers all swear by it, because it's the one vehicle they trust when failure is simply not an option. And don't think reliability is only for trucks, because the next vehicle on our list is an SUV that's so dependable, entire families have kept them for generations. The Toyota Land Cruiser. If you want to drive across Africa without worrying about breaking down in the middle of nowhere, this is the SUV you take. The Land Cruiser is basically the luxury version of the Hilux, with more comfort but the same go-anywhere reliability. These things are engineered to survive extreme heat, freezing cold, and absolutely brutal terrain. And the best part? Even with all that toughness, they're insanely smooth to drive on regular roads. It's the one SUV you'll see just as often in the middle of the desert as you will in the richest neighborhoods in the world. And speaking of SUVs, the next one is a Japanese legend that's made for rough conditions and still lasts decades. The Honda CR-V. The CR-V is one of those cars that never tries too hard, yet wins everyone over. It's not trying to be sporty or flashy, it's just reliable transportation that doesn't quit. Owners constantly report driving them well past 200,000 miles with nothing more than regular oil changes and tire rotations. And because it's Honda, the engines are nearly impossible to kill if you take basic care of them. You'll see these things still running strong after 15 to 20 years, hauling groceries, kids, dogs, whatever life throws at them. They're the kind of SUV you can hand down from parent to child, and it'll still start every morning without complaint. Even in harsh winters or blazing summers, it just keeps going, quietly proving itself year after year. But the next car we're about to talk about, it's not just reliable, it's a luxury car that can outlast cheaper models without breaking a sweat. The Lexus LS 400. The LS 400 isn't just reliable, it's the car that destroyed Germany's luxury market in the 90s. Lexus built it with obsessive precision, testing every single component to last decades. That's why today, you can still find LS 400s from 1992 running like new with minimal repairs. The V8 engine is smooth, quiet, and virtually indestructible. And because it's a Lexus, all the electronics are built to a higher standard than most cars, so you don't get the constant electrical problems you see in other luxury brands. But if you think luxury can't also be off-road reliable, the next vehicle will blow your mind. The Subaru Outback. The Outback is the kind of car that laughs at bad weather. Snow, rain, gravel, dirt, it just eats it up. Subaru's all-wheel drive system is one of the best in the world, and the engines are built to last. People living in rural areas especially love these because they can handle rough roads and still be comfortable for long drives. And because Subaru keeps their design simple, the reliability stays strong year after year. It's the vehicle you trust when your route includes more dirt than pavement and more storms than sunny days. Many owners say their Outbacks have saved them from being stranded more times than they can count. But if you think this is the peak of reliability, wait until you hear about the final car on this list, which might just be the most dependable vehicle ever made. The Toyota Prius. Love it or hate it, the Prius has proven itself as one of the most reliable cars on the planet. People worried about hybrid batteries failing early were completely wrong. Many Prius models have gone over 300,000 miles on their original battery packs. The gas engine is ridiculously dependable, and because the electric motor takes some of the load, the whole system lasts even longer. That's why you see Prius taxis in big cities with insane mileage, still running every day. It's proof that even with modern tech, Toyota still knows how to build a car that refuses to quit. Some owners have even taken cross-country road trips in their decade-old Prius without a single hiccup. The regenerative braking system means less wear on brake pads, so even those last longer than normal. And the simplicity of its interior design means fewer electronics to fail over time, making it a future classic in the reliability world. Every one of these cars is reliable, but there's 50 cars out there that are just super weird. We made a full video on this, and you can watch it now by clicking the video on screen now.